children, chapter 8 quadrilateral. The same concept midpoint theorem and converse midpoint theorem we are using here. Example, LMN are three parallel lines intersect transversal P and Q such that LMN cut off equal intercepts AB and BC on P. Show that LMN cut off equal intercepts DE and EF on Q also. So first we will see what is meant by equal intercepts. That means the line making equal distance AB and BC. Here equal intercepts AB and BC is given. That means AB equal to BC, right? Now what we have to prove, show that LMN cut off equal intercepts of DE and EF on Q also. That means DE equal to EF, right? That we have to get. So here we got AB and BC are equal. So that means B is the midpoint of AC. Understood? So midpoint concept we have to use here. Now see, read once again the question. L, M, N are three parallel lines. So already these three lines L, M, N are three parallel lines. So the converse midpoint theorem here we have to use. First I explained that B is the midpoint now. Now this line BE is parallel to CF also. Right? So the one side it is midpoint, from that the line segment is drawn that is parallel to the second side, then bisects the third side. So which is that theorem? Converse midpoint theorem here we have to use. So what is given in the question? L parallel to M parallel to N and AB equal to BC. To prove D equal to EF. I think the idea is clear to you. Equal intercepts word is there, parallel line word is there. So here equal intercepts means B already as a midpoint. Now we have to prove that D and EF are equal intercepts means E is the midpoint. So proof will go now. What is the proof here starts? We have to join AF here, already joined and given in the diagram. Sometimes it won't join, so that time we have to write as a construction. So here already joined. So in triangle ABC, we'll start like this. Triangle, sorry, ABC, no, ACF. Triangle ACF. See that one? ACF. So AC is the first side. The first side is which one? AC. In that B is the midpoint. I'll write here B is the midpoint of AC. From B, what is the line started? BG. BG is parallel to the second side CF. BG parallel to third side CF. BG parallel to CF means G is the ending point. So G divides the third side of the triangle. Which is the third side of the triangle? AF. G divides AF. That means AG equal to GF. Now, which theorem it is? Converse midpoint theorem. All these criteria, B is the midpoint, parallel, then divides. So here we can write converse midpoint theorem. Okay. Now we got that G is the midpoint, right? So first we got which triangle? ACF. Now we have to prove that E is the midpoint, right? Then only D equal to EF we get. So we got G is the midpoint. Now the triangle direction is changes. Here we are taking the triangle AFD. So when we are writing the converse midpoint theorem statements, we should specify the triangle and all the statements like this. First which is the midpoint and the second criteria is parallel, then only it divides, right? So we got AG equal to GF here. So I'll make it 1, equation 1 also. Now G is the midpoint. We'll write in triangle. First what I should write? A triangle name AFD. triangle AFD, G is the midpoint of AF. Okay, now from G, which is the line parallel, GE parallel to AD. GE parallel to AD. So first condition proved, second condition also got. Now what is the next one? Ending point is E. So E divides the third side. Which is the third side? DF. That is, or implies, we can write D equal to EF. Divides or bisects we should write. That is the word correctly. Divides or bisects. Divides and bisects DF. Okay, theorem statement, if you check bisects is there, so we should write bisects, then only we can write D equal to EF. Here also I will add and bisects. D equal to EF, equation number 2. Again, which theorem it is? A converse the midpoint theorem. So I should write here similarly. So D equal to EF. What is the meaning of this one? We got LMN, that is the three parallel lines, make equal intercepts of D and EF on Q. P and Q are these lines. So I know P, this line, and Q. So the three parallel lines we got equal intercepts here, D and the EF we got, hence proved. Okay, we have got three parallel lines LMN, another two parallel, another lines P and Q are the transversal here. So we have given that it makes equal intercepts on AB and BC, that is AB equal to BC. So what we are starting, B is the midpoint of AC, and from BG parallel to CF, right? BG parallel to CF, then G bisects AF. We should use the word bisects. G bisects AF. That means G is the midpoint of AF. So G is the midpoint of AF, G parallel to AD, then E bisects DF. These all steps are by using converse midpoint theorem. So what we got here, therefore the result is D equal to EF, hence proved. Exercise 8.2, first question. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which PQRS midpoints of the sides AB, BC, midpoint of AB, BC, CD and DA. AC is the diagonal. Show that SR parallel to AC, SR equal to half AC. And we have to show one more criteria, PQ equal to SR and PQRS is a parallelogram. See, already AC is the diagonal is given, so we can join and like that. Okay, so we are joining the AC here. So now what we have to show that SR parallel to AC. Now after joining AC, you know that is this quadrilateral is divided into two triangles, right? SR and PQ all are, if you take all are the midpoints of the respective sides only. So midpoint theorem naturally we have to use here. So what is given in the question? ABCD are the midpoints of, so PQRS are the midpoints of quadrilateral ABCD. I'll write here PQRS midpoints of AB, BC, CD and DA of quadrilateral ABCD. To prove, SR parallel to AC, SR equal to half AC. Second one, PQ equal to SR. Third one, PQRS is a parallelogram. So we are considering the triangle DAC. In triangle DAC, S and R, the midpoints of the side DA and DC. So by midpoint theorem, what we can write? SR parallel to AC, SR equal to half AC. In triangle DAC, by midpoint theorem, SR parallel to AC, SR equal to half AC. Proved first part. Okay. Now what we have to prove? PQ and SR are equal. Now we have considered ABC is the triangle. In triangle ABC, again by midpoint theorem, which are the midpoints there? If you check the diagram, P and Q are the midpoints, right? Midpoint theorem, PQ parallel to AC and PQ equal to half AC. So here I'll mark equation 1, here equation 2. So using 1 and 2, what is the conclusion? SR parallel to AC, PQ parallel to AC, then we can write that PQ parallel to SR, both are equal to the same thing AC. So PQ and SR parallel to each other. Now PQ equal to half AC, SR equal to half AC. What is the meaning that one? PQ equal to SR means the value equal to half of AC. So proved to. Okay. Now if you consider this one, PQ parallel to SR, similarly we can go for this RQ and SP by joining the diagonal BD, but we are not going here. What we can write? PQ parallel to SR, PQ equal to SR. What is the conclusion here? PQ parallel to SR and PQ equal to SR. So what is the meaning of this one? One pair of opposite side is equal or parallel. Parallel is first we are written, so I'll write is parallel and equal in quadrilateral PQRS. Therefore, PQRS is a parallelogram. Proved 3. So I repeat the question once again. What is given in the question? ABCD is a quadrilateral. PQRS are the midpoint. Now we have to prove that SR parallel to AC and SR equal to half AC. Later, what is the second step? SR equal to PQ and also PQRS is a parallelogram we have to prove. So for that what we have taken? AC diagonal we have taken. We have joined the diagonal AC. Now we are getting, after joining the diagonal, we are getting two triangles. What is the first triangle? ADC. So in DAC I have written DAC. SR is the midpoints of the sides D and DC. So what is the conclusion here? By using midpoint theorem, SR parallel to third side, that is SR parallel to AC and SR equal to half of AC. We have proved the first part very easily. Now similarly what we can write? PQ parallel to AC, PQ equal to half AC. In which triangle it is? The triangle name is changed. ABC is the triangle. Again the theorem is same, midpoint theorem we have used. By using midpoint theorem we can write that PQ parallel to AC and PQ equal to half AC. Using 1 and 2. So second 1 and 2 what we can write? PQ parallel to SR because both are parallel to AC. Right, so we need this much only for the proof. PQ parallel to SR and PQ equal to SR. Now what is the concept here? PQ parallel to SR, PQ equal to SR means one pair of opposite side is equal and parallel in which quadrilateral PQRS. So PQRS is a parallelogram. So proved third part also. This proof, that is how we are proving this parallelogram, it is almost coming for all the questions for this particular exercise. So this part it is very clear to you, means we can do easily the next questions, proof easily. So what we have done here, midpoint theorem, SR parallel to AC, PQ parallel to AC, or we can say that SR equal to half AC, and also we can say PQ equal to half AC. By joining the diagonal BD also we can prove for the same concept for QR and SP. By joining BD, I told that QR and SP also we can prove in the same way. Then the concept will be changed, the two pair of opposite sides are equal. That is lengthy only. We can wind up here only. What is the concept here? One pair of opposite side is equal and parallel. Therefore, PQRS is a parallelogram. So we have got the third proof also. With this today's class I am winding up. Thank you.